When we completed interviews of all the refugees you brought back from Teal'c, 10 of them identified the final 4 symbols the Goa'ulds used to escape through the Teal'c Stargate. So you're saying that the Goa'ulds weren't the only aliens to visit Earth in the past. Well, how does that affect us today? Well, I guess the boys in Langley won't be able to study a Goa'uld after all.
Sir?
I'd love to get a Goa'uld larva that the lab coats in Langley can study. But I don't order my best people on a mission behind enemy lines unless I think it's absolutely necessary. Now, Teal'c spent many years serving the Goa'uld, doing some damn distasteful things. Sir, I'd like to know who you are, what you know about the Goa'uld.
I am Omak. Our world is called Tolan.
And what do you know of the Goa'uld and Jaffa? Teal'c, would the Goa'uld have put more than one Stargate on our planet?
If the first became lost to them, it is possible.
She seems to think we've been handed the address to a Goa'uld homeworld, possibly where this attack originated. We should set the base auto-destruct sequence to go off 2 minutes past the estimated window of opportunity for us to open the Stargate. If the Goa'ulds want this place in one piece, I intend to disappoint them. If what he saw was indeed real, that's the origination point of the Goa'uld military attack on Earth.
Pretty hostile place to go, wouldn't it, sir?
And should go undetected by their radar.
Assuming the Goa'uld have anything remotely like radar. It's not normal for the Goa'ulds to suddenly just show up and wipe out a peaceful people for no apparent reason, is it? Well, for now, let's make sure we haven't let any more Goa'ulds through the gate this time. Colonel, we need to know what that Goa'uld's doing here.
Yes, sir.
Well, this Goa'uld inside Carter could be lying, spinning a tale to gain our trust.
It's quite a spin.
They're hoping we've found some kind of weapon we can one day use against the Goa'uld. All I can tell them is what it isn't. You destroyed both Goa'uld spacecraft that were poised to attack this world. Thank you.
Any word on the search?
No. How's the Goa'uld doing?
Not well.
From what I've seen, this won't exactly be saving his life. It'll be more like giving his body to a Goa'uld.
No, sir, more like letting one share it.
Jacob knows a lot about Earth, about the U.S. military. This would be like handing over that information to the Goa'uld.
To the Tok'ra.
How do you know it isn't just a trick? We've seen the Goa'uld speak as humans before. It's our hope that this material may one day help us fight the Goa'uld. But the next time the Goa'uld attack, we might not be so fortunate. Listen to this description of the attack on the Ritu and let me know if it appears to follow normal Goa'uld tactics.
It was a mixture of horse and serpent guards. A very unusual combination.
Serving what Goa'uld?
That I do not know.
They could be moved to any Goa'uld stronghold. Why would the Goa'uld agree to this negotiation? And the third Goa'uld, Dr. Jackson? Teal'c, I would like you to act as liaison to the Goa'uld. Dr. Jackson?
General Hammond.
Is there a problem? Thor has assured us the Goa'ulds are also forbidden from bringing weapons. Let's tell the Goa'uld what we know. Could one have come through the gate with the Goa'ulds? Right now, I'm more concerned with who killed the Goa'uld and why.
The system lords would be the most likely suspect.
Dr. Jackson, what about that Goa'uld tablet device? Fortunately for us, Dr. Jackson was able to return with intelligence that enabled SG-1 to stop the Goa'uld attack here on Earth.
Nice.
The resources of their entire world couldn't defend against the Goa'uld. Defend their world against the Goa'uld.
Yes. Actually, General, we didn't have to promise to give them anything.
They just gave you the device as a reward for saving them from the Goa'uld? We may have finally met an advanced civilization willing to exchange technology to help us defend against the Goa'uld. The Goa'uld are ultimately accountable. Right, the Goa'uld kidnapped their ancestors with ships. You believe that Stephen Rayner has been taken over by a Goa'uld?
Well, it makes sense.
Could it be some sort of Goa'uld device?
It's possible.
Assuming this Goa'uld is Osiris, what does he want? I want you to hold that option in reserve. Your priority is to stop the Goa'uld with minimum risk to yourself.
Fraser? Yes, he's right here. Sir?
Hammond, we have a treaty with them, Colonel. Specifically mentioned is the full exchange of all potential sources of information pertaining to the Goa'uld. Are you saying this could be some sort of Goa'uld trick?
Yes, sir.
Dr. Jackson, perhaps you could tell us more about this Goa'uld palace you were studying. Dr. Jackson? We may never have a Goa'uld as our prisoner again. So, we can reasonably assume the Goa'uld did not get any of these weapons.
We can only hope.
What about these new shields?
The Goa'uld do not share technology.
They were under heavy fire from a Goa'uld, Colonel. So the Teal'c intel was right. The Goa'ulds were scouting P3X116 for a new base.
Perhaps the Teal'c could be of assistance.
Unfortunately, they've been on the run since the Goa'uld attacked their base at Ravana. The Tonans possess a planetary defense they call the Sentinel, which has apparently kept them safe from the Goa'uld for generations. Actually, the Rostov explosion was to cover up the explosion of a crashed Goa'uld ship. The Goa'uld. And the Goa'uld have dozens, if not hundreds, of these vessels. The Goa'uld are more advanced than us in every way, and there can be no doubt that they have hostile intentions. For all their advanced technology, the Goa'uld have a fatal flaw: arrogance. The X-302 was designed to defend against the Goa'uld. We have no intention of using it against our neighbors.
Might as well tell them, General. They're going to find out sooner or later.
Ever since we encountered a Goa'uld mothership, we have been working to find a viable countermeasure. If there's a real chance we can free these people from the Goa'uld, I want to know about it.
Yes, sir.
Airborne, we have not heard from Teal'c. The Goa'uld fleet is long overdue.
See, I had a problem with this plan.
That is not Daniel Jackson.
But is he a Goa'uld? Are you suggesting that Teal'c and Braytek didn't kill this Goa'uld?
Yes, sir.
How many more of these so-called minor Goa'ulds have suffered attacks? Quite the contrary. Major Carter believes the Goa'uld's modifications have significantly improved the speed and efficiency of the drills. Maybe so, but averting the explosion is our first priority, and without the Goa'uld, we have no chance. Approximately 20 minutes ago, the approach of Goa'uld ships prompted an evacuation of the Alpha Center. Colonel Dixon, this is General Hammond. We have reason to believe the Goa'uld probe sent out a subspace transmission prior to your disabling of it. Recent intel suggests that Anubis has become a serious threat to dominate the rest of the Goa'uld in a very short time. If the Wraith are as powerful as you say, that would make them an enemy even more dangerous than the Goa'uld. We'd alerted the Goa'uld to our presence, and shutting down operations wouldn't have changed that. I don't understand. A human distress call from a Goa'uld ship, that makes no sense.
Strange, isn't it, sir?
That a Goa'uld super soldier would go to all this trouble to keep us alive? The Goa'uld system lord Anubis launched an attack on Earth. We had no choice but to reveal the existence of the Stargate program to the world.